Air signs, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, if you are new, welcome. I am the Blunt Reader. This is going to be Money Bag Mondays, where we talk about your money, career, finances, business, anything that has to do with your money. We are going to discuss in this reading. Please be sure to subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so that you are notified when I post a new video. Also follow me on Instagram at the Blunt Reader. I think that's it, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. I pulled a few oracle cards just to see what the energy is for you all. We have unresolved, seek expert help, and we have a truth teller. I don't really know what y'all have going on, but something is unresolved and something requires that you seek expert help. I feel like the last two readings that I've done for Money Bag Monday for earth signs and fire signs, they had a whole bunch of stuff going on, a whole lot of drama going on in the workplace. So maybe, you know, that energy is continuing for some of you. We'll see though. We'll see how these three cards come into play as we get into your reading. I have already shuffled the cards, but I am going to shuffle a couple times on camera, and then we're going to get started. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius as it pertains to their finances, career, business, etc.? The Two of Wands. Two of Wands has come out so far in every reading. The Two of Wands is about choosing a path, choosing a new path, choosing a new direction, possibly. Maybe you're leaving something behind in pursuit of something else. I feel like for some of you, you're definitely walking away from something. You could also be traveling, or there's a long commute from where you live, possibly. For some of you, I feel like this is like military. Maybe some of you are in the military being deployed. Maybe you know somebody or you're connected to. Could be a relationship where somebody is being deployed. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, fated events. This is also about lessons though. Lessons that you need to learn, possibly. Maybe you're being tested. This is also something that came out in the last two readings. So if you have earth or fire in your chart heavily, then you may want to go and check that out. We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, like I said, somebody definitely moving away, or this has to do with you traveling, commuting, or like I said, the military or something being deployed. Because I feel like you're moving away from, you know, either somebody you're in a relationship with or like your family. Maybe your family is going with you. I don't know. But I feel like definitely moving away from something, whether you're moving away from one job, one career, one path in order to pursue something else. I kind of feel like some of you are really getting into your spiritual journey and following your purpose now as well. And maybe you feel isolated. Maybe you're not, you know, physically leaving the people around you, but you feel like you don't fit in. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration, working together, building something together. So you could be working on a team. You could have a team. Maybe you have your own business. I feel like a management team. But I feel like this is a management team that travels. Entertainment is also coming up. So you could be like a manager of artists, like musicians, dancers, something like that. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Some of you could feel unappreciated in your work. Whatever it is that you are doing, and maybe that's why you're contemplating leaving, because you're doing a lot, you're putting in a lot of work, but maybe they're not compensating you fairly. Maybe you have, if you are a business owner or you have like people under you, I feel like disgruntled employees, disgruntled workers. Somebody is not happy. And I feel like it's because they feel that they're unappreciated or they're not getting enough money. We have Strength. The card of Leo. If strength is here, that means the devil is somewhere lurking, so something toxic. Maybe it's a toxic work environment that you are leaving behind. For some of you, I feel like you used to do something or you used to work in an environment that might have been deemed toxic. Like, let's see, for example, if you worked in like a strip club, because of everything that goes on in the strip club, the environment could have been toxic, or you felt like it was toxic. But like I said, for some of you, I feel like you're moving more into your purpose. And so it's kind of like, I can't work in this type of environment, or I don't want to work in this type of environment anymore because it just doesn't resonate with me. Not necessarily because you feel like, it's bad or it's beneath you. It's just like, yeah, this just isn't it anymore. But maybe the money was good with the Six of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles, I feel like you could either be the person who has the money and you're giving it to people, or you're the person who's on the receiving end, but you feel like what you're getting is not enough to kind of change your living situation, I want to say. Like, you're not being paid enough to move from out of the hood, or to move from wherever you're currently living. Maybe you live with family and you're trying to get up out of that situation because it's toxic, but it's like, I'm just not making enough to do that right now. The Six of Swords also says to me that you're going to look for new opportunities. What is very clear is that there's definitely a toxic situation here, whether it is, your living situation and you're trying to, hustle and grind and get this money so that you can get up out of this toxic living situation, or it's a work environment that is, it could be toxic, but it could just be something that doesn't resonate with you anymore. And so you're like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't it no more. Four of Wands, this is your home. This is your security. This is a foundation. So definitely, some of you are moving, or you're trying to move. I feel like that's a goal for sure. Somebody's trying to move. Maybe move across country is what I'm hearing, or states if it's not, across the country. Could be moving to a different country. We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is about celebration for me, at least in this instance. We're going to see though. Is this a celebration, or is this something else? Spirit, please clarify strength for my air signs. Please clarify strength. For some of you, I feel like you're kind of in a position where you have to hold your tongue, like bite your tongue, and you're really trying not to spaz the fuck out, is what I feel. Like, you're using all the restraint you have to not go off on these people. We have the Two of Swords. So being at a crossroads, having to make a decision, maybe feeling like you don't have enough information to make this choice, to make this decision though. Kind of being at a standstill with what you want to do. Oh, we have the Two of Pentacles right after that, so that makes sense. Weighing the pros and cons. Do I stay? Do I go? I feel like that's the question. Do you stay where you are? Do you go and find something better? Maybe some of you are juggling 2 jobs so that you can, get up out of that. We have the Ten of Cups, so the family. I feel like family is also something that is coming up very strongly here, especially with the Four of Wands, but I don't know whether or not it's, you are in... I don't know if it's because your family is toxic and you're trying to get up out of this situation, so you're taking on 2 jobs, or trying to find another job, trying to find another way to make money so you could get away from these people, or you're trying to provide for them. I feel like some of you feel that as soon as you seem to be getting ahead, you get pushed backwards. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant for me is, again, talking about a spiritual path, because this is like a spiritual figure to me, somebody that you go to for help, for assistance, like a pastor, a priest, you know, a light worker, whoever, somebody who can kind of give you advice. Oh, makes sense. Seek expert help. And truth teller. So maybe this is somebody who can help you. For some of you, you may be going through something within a marriage, because the Hierophant also talks about marriage and long-term commitments. There could have been an ending. And so maybe you went from having a 2-income household, maybe there was a separation, a divorce, or a breakup, and now it's just you having to take care of maybe kids or yourself. We have the 5 of Cups here too. So maybe this is also something that's unresolved, a relationship issue that is affecting your finances. Maybe there's been some sort of change within your home. Spirit, please clarify the 4 of Wands for my air signs. We have, we got a lot. Queen of Swords, your energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could have cut something off, or somebody cut you off with this Queen of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords, conflict. We have the Ace of Swords. You got a lot of your energy present. The Ace of Swords is the truth. We have truth teller, so somebody could have told a truth, or somebody found out the truth and they cut something off. We have the 8 of Wands, communication or something happening quickly. Maybe there was a change after this truth was spoken or revealed in some kind of way. 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is my rest and reflection card. So maybe some of you need a break. And then we have the 7 of Cups. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. So there's definitely a need to make a decision. I feel like there's a relationship here, though, that has a lot to do with your finances. Because maybe there was an ending to a relationship, maybe because of a third party with this 3 of Cups. Somebody found out about it, somebody said something. That Ace of Swords and this truth teller card being here. Now your finances are kind of iffy. 7 of Cups talks about options and choices, but it's like you don't really know what to do, and maybe that's why Judgment is here, because you have a decision to make, but maybe you have so many options, choices, ideas, whatever, and you don't know which one to take, because you might end up with a snake, you might end up with nothing, you might end up with success, you just don't know. Spirit, please clarify this 5 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Cups here? 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands. Okay. So this 5 of Cups energy is, I feel like it has something to do with this relationship situation. Because the 5 of Cups is feeling like you've lost something. You know, you're mourning it, whether you or somebody else. And it could be because of a third party situation. The 3 cups are spilled in the 5 of Cups card. Somebody could have had a lot of options and choices. The 7 of Pentacles is about cutting your losses. So for some of you, you're definitely leaving something behind. Whether it's a relationship that you're leaving behind. We did have the 2 of Wands initially. So you could be leaving a relationship behind. We have the 7 of Swords. This is some sort of deception. So the deception happens. The 5 of Cups is there because, you know, you found out about whatever the deception is. However it resonates. Could be on the job. Somebody being deceptive on the job. Whatever. Maybe you lose a job. And you're trying to figure out how you're going to come up with the money to take care of the things that you need to take care of. Whatever the situation is, because it's going to be different for everybody, I feel like you end up leaving it. That is also something that's coming through very strongly, that you're leaving something. Whether it's a job or a relationship or both. You're definitely leaving something behind in pursuit of something else. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is an offer that is coming in. And then we have the Six of Wands. This is victory and success, recognition. So I feel like you leave something behind where there was, deception of some sort. Maybe it's an issue that's still unresolved. It's just kind of been left open. Maybe you don't know what to do about the relationship if this is a relationship. But it's like I can't focus on that right now because I need to figure out how I'm going to pay my bills, how I'm going to take care of myself, how I'm going to take care of my kids. I can't be worried about the relationship or, what happened on that job because I need to replace my income. For some of you, I feel like you weren't working anyway because maybe you were married to somebody who was like, you don't have to work. You could just stay home and take care of the kids. And now that, the relationship is over, the marriage is over, whatever, some type of change happened, maybe it's not the relationship being over. Maybe somebody that you're in a relationship with also lost their job, or they lost their job and they were the main breadwinner or the only person making money. And so now it's like you have to get in there and help supplement the income. So for some of you, you're going out and getting a job maybe for the first time in a while. Spirit, please clarify this Three of Cups for my air signs. Judgment, the Magician, the Ten of Wands. Judgment, a decision. Ten of Wands, something has become overwhelming. Something has become a burden. The Magician, praying, hoping, wishing, manifesting, so that you are able to take care of yourself, I feel like. But something became too much. For some of you, it's a relationship that became too much. Maybe because there was cheating, maybe because you just weren't happy, maybe because you were pulling all of the weight, I don't know. But it became too much. And so it was like, okay, this isn't going to work. We need to do something different. I need to do something different. And so I'm leaving. And now that you're leaving, or, you're at least planning to leave, it's like, what's next? How am I going to provide for myself? How am I going to provide for my children, for my family, for whoever? I think you'll be fine, though. Please clarify this Seven of Cups. Why is the Seven of Cups here? We have the Page of Swords, the Moon, the Six of Cups, and the King of Swords. All of these came out in reverse. So the King of Swords, I think we had the Queen of Swords earlier. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. So some of you don't want to reconcile something. Something is unresolved and you're just like, okay, and like, whatever. The Moon, something that was being done in the dark coming out. And the Page of Swords, maybe because you were spying, somebody was spying, some type of information came out that somebody was trying to keep hidden. Could be this King of Swords person. So for some of you, you're definitely married, or you were married. And I feel like somebody could have been doing some spying. They found out something. Somebody told somebody something, or they saw something. Truth teller. So a truth was spoken. But I feel like something is still unresolved. Somebody's still undecided about something. Whether it has to do with a job or a relationship. I know this is the money, reading. But relationship is coming up because I feel like the relationship has something to do with your money. Maybe some of you had a relationship with somebody that you worked with and that information came out. And maybe that's why Seek Expert Help is here. Maybe because, the law needs to be involved. Maybe you need a mediator. Maybe you need legal counsel, legal advice on how to best handle the situation. Because with this unresolved, it's like I'm seeing a file that is just open. Like, what do you call those things? Like a manila folder, and it has the paper in it, but it's just open. Like maybe there's paperwork that needs to be filled out. For those of you who may be getting a divorce or a separation, maybe that's something that needs to be filled out or filed. Maybe that's what you're seeking expert help with. Maybe you're trying to figure out how you're going to, divide assets or something. I don't know. But I feel like scrambling is what is happening right now. Maybe because it happened unexpectedly. You weren't necessarily prepared for this. And so now you're trying to figure out how you're going to move forward. I feel like, I still feel like you're going to be fine. I do feel that you will be fine. However, it is going to take some time to kind of not feel like you're drowning, so to speak. The worst of it has already happened, I feel. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is clarity, truth, but it also follows the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords being the betrayal and, the worst of the worst. That already happened. Ace of Swords is here with a new beginning. Spirit, please clarify the Magician. There go that Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. So something happened. Some type of betrayal. Some of you may feel like you hit rock bottom. But you're able to kind of start over and rebuild. And I feel like because maybe you're rebuilding this on your own. And maybe you've always, built it on your own. Whatever. It is something that you are defending fiercely, as you should. I feel like if this is a relationship where somebody was doing some cheating or doing something that caused the relationship to come to an end, I do feel like this person is going to try and try again to make amends, to apologize, that type of thing. But I feel like you're really focused on work and trying to get your finances together because something happened that kind of threatened that. I'm hearing foreclosure, so some of you may be faced with a notice. Maybe that's what the manila folder thingy was, the visual. Because some of your homes, or at least one of you, your home may be going under foreclosure, or that's something that's kind of being threatened. But some of you, I feel like you could be with somebody, or you were with somebody who kind of gambled the money away. And now it's like, really, now you put our home on the line, and now we're at risk of losing that because you were being dumb with the money. I feel like somebody was just spending money on just dumb stuff that they didn't need to spend money on. Spirit, don't say that. Lord, I'm just gonna put this disclaimer out here. This is not for everybody. I don't need you going home and checking nobody. This is not for everybody.
I repeat, this is not for everybody.
I feel like, especially with this King of Swords being here in reverse, I feel like it's the masculine energy. Does not mean that it is a male or a man. It means that it is masculine energy who might have been paying for sex. But I feel like they were paying for sex initially because I don't think unless you are like a repeat customer and you going all the time and they are expensive, like their price tag is expensive, I don't feel like you could gamble away or spend that much money on sex unless it was something that happened a lot over time. Anyway, I feel like it's more of a blackmail thing though. Like maybe this person, I'm seeing this and I wish I wasn't seeing it. But for some of you, you are married. The masculine energy, or in a relationship and you live together. The masculine energy was paying for sex. Either they were paying for sex initially and that's always been the arrangement. But now this person, who was getting the money, is like blackmailing this person because they realize that they're married. So it's like, I'll tell your wife or I'll tell your husband or whatever the situation is. If you don't continue to basically give me money. For other people, I feel like it started off as maybe just, cheating. that's just what it was. And maybe the other person didn't know initially that this person was married or in a relationship, or maybe they did know. And it turned from just being, a mutually beneficial situation where there was no money necessarily being exchanged or not being exchanged for sex per se. But once they found out, it was like they used that against them. Hush money is what I'm feeling. Like, I don't, Lord, what? That's what I'm feeling though, hush money. Maybe because either you or somebody is like a public figure with the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is somebody who's in the spotlight, who gets a lot of attention, who gets a lot of recognition. So maybe that's why there's hush money. Lord, okay, moving on. Please clarify the Six of Wands, because now I'm interested. We have death in reverse and the Five of Wands in Lord. Five of Wands in reverse. So it could have been a lot of people. Could be a lot of people involved. Because the Five of Wands is a lot of people. This is also chaos. Maybe somebody was trying to keep something quiet to prevent chaos. I know this is supposed to be about money. I know. I'm with you. But I don't make the rules. If this is what comes out, then this is what comes out. But I still feel like it has something to do with work. Because of a relationship. Because somebody's job or career, they have some sort of status or position. They're trying to keep something quiet because they don't want it to ruin their job. Oh Lord, this don't apply to everybody. We have death in reverse. Something that was supposed to end didn't end. Somebody should have got out. Somebody should have never started, period. But once you started, like, you got in deep. Whether it's you or somebody that you're connected to. For the millionth time, this does not apply to everybody. I don't know. Adios mio. Please clarify death in reverse. Two of Cups. So a relationship. Some type of relationship was supposed to end. Maybe it didn't end. Maybe it's because you and this person haven't technically ended the relationship with unresolved being here. Spirit, please clarify the Two of Cups. Temperance and the High Priestess. Yep. The High Priestess is your intuition. But this is also somebody who knows something but isn't speaking on it. So either you know something and you're not saying something, or hell with this message of somebody hushing somebody or trying to make somebody hush. But this, the High Priestess here, she's holding, I don't know if this is going to, there you go. The High Priestess, once she has the key. Maybe she got the key to the city. I don't know. Maybe she fucking somebody that got the key to the city. I don't know. But that scroll that she got tucked, these are the receipts. She's coming with receipts. Somebody knows something. And I feel like if it benefits them, then they will definitely reveal what they know. Temperance is here. Temperance is about peace, restoration, balance, healing. Somebody's trying to maintain the peace. But I feel like they're going about it in the wrong way. Who? Somebody got too comfortable doing something. Because I'm looking at the fact that she doesn't have on any shoes. Somebody got too comfortable, too relaxed. What? Somebody is trifling. There could be some type of... I'm not going to say they left a whole shoe, but something that belongs to somebody else that maybe you find, and that's how the truth comes out, like an earring or something. And you're like, yeah, this is not mine, so where this came from. But I feel like whoever it is going to be honest about it. Okay. Eight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, walking away from something that you have been emotionally invested in. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. For my air signs, because what? We have the Sun in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, like I said, I feel like somebody here is trying to keep somebody quiet, but I don't feel like the person is going to be quiet. We have the Knight of Swords. This is like, it's impulsive. I mean, it's in reverse though. I feel like maybe somebody is kind of held off for a little bit, but I don't feel like it's going to be forever. We have the King of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Sun in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in the upright is holding on to something, not being willing to let go. But I feel like it's coming out because somebody's happiness is going to be ruined, or what they feel is happiness. I'll put it like that. It may not have actually been happiness. Both of the masculine energies that are present, the King of Cups and the King of Swords, is in reverse. So this could be the same person. I feel like somebody's getting ruined. I don't necessarily feel like it's you. I feel like it's somebody that you're connected to, especially if you are in a relationship and or married. If you're not and you're not having relationship issues, then it just, this doesn't apply to you. But I do feel like there's still changes when it comes to your finances. Okay, that's it. I'm done. This was, whew. All right, air signs. This was your reading. Hopefully it was helpful, beneficial, offered some guidance, some clarity, something. Please like this video, subscribe if you have not, leave a comment down below, all of that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next time, hopefully with some, more uplifting news. Bye, y'all.